But for whatever reason, when the fucking Voltron comes together, you guys make Hello Kitty, and that shit don't work. So I have to adjust my schedule because grown people can't manage themselves. Who's in charge? Who wants to do what? And I guess the biggest thing is that nobody wants to be in charge. They all want to tell people what to do, but not take the responsibility or the heat or flack afterwards. I feel bad even saying this because I know all of you care. Like, you all care. But we're in this spot where one group is arguing with another group. I see you a bit red-eyed coming in the past few weeks, which worries me just because I know and I care and I love for you that maybe you might fall back into some old bullshit, right? So I then think about me. Am I not putting the care and attention, or am I letting shit slide too much? Why is the chef never here? I'm here at 9. Okay, but then if I'm not here in the morning, shit's fucked up at dinner. And then if I'm not, it's right. So I have to be back and forth. So I put people in charge to follow these rules and responsibilities, and then they're not being done. If I'm not here, then how is it? There's list, fucking everything is here. It's fucking rough, you know? If you're in here all day long, sitting in that corner, it's 148 degrees, right? There's nothing we can do about it. And we're trying to manage our own sanity. Food's good, there's no question about it. Everybody loves the food when they come in. But there's just these minor little issues that keep coming up. It's fucking October, it's 20 years in restaurants. Very seldomly does it work for more than 6 months. Like, you get like a month or two of like really good team. But then somebody fucks off, or, you know, collectively everybody just chills out. When I talk like this, I'm not trying to call anybody up, but that's right where my brain goes, and it's like, it's an apology about that. It sounds like I'm bitching at everybody. It's not. It's like, what do we have to do to make everybody do their job? I don't know, because it's done. Everyone does a good job. But then, dude, every Sunday you get some fucking bullshit long 8 goddamn paragraph text about who did this and that. I'm off, dude. I respect everyone's time. If it's very important, I will address it. But my time off is sacred to me. You know, and I try to do the same with you. I can tell you right now, there's a reason why Carlos doesn't have a phone. It's not because he's cold. He ain't want it. That's the reason. What do you got to say to who? Who do you have to say what to who? Like, what has to happen? I don't know, but it's as simple as, like, it's as simple, right? It's not that simple. You see all these dish? The front isn't even done. What the fuck you mean? It's time for floors. So we all work to, yes, station importance, right? During your shift, make sure it's fucking stocked, ready to go. Before you leave, stock that bitch up. Clean it. You're responsible. But if you're done over here, then you just come over here. If you're like, dude, I can't do this right now, just let me focus on this. The rest of you, that's where I come into play, right? As the manager, trying to teach and like guide you guys how to do this shit. But if you're not gonna listen when I'm not here, well then what? Then you're bitching at me about yourself. Every time I open it up to a forum, it ends up hurting more people's feelings. But then when I don't open up to a forum, people aren't heard. So where is this conundrum? What do we need to say? It's like, I'm trying to prompt you guys for communication. There's days where you're on point and you're running circles. Similarly, right? Similarly. But for whatever reason, when the fucking Voltron comes together, you guys make Hello Kitty, and that shit don't work. So I don't know what kind of, like, you know.
That's a good one.
At some point, you're gonna be like, again, it's like you're gonna be in this position. I don't know, because I've been able to rectify these issues before. It's just fucking 3 stations and a dish. It's not that, I mean, yes, the food is difficult. There's a lot of effort and work into it, but it's not really. It's cut this at this, cut that at that, serve it at this portion, serve it at that portion. But what happened? When I finally broke my shit and I came to work, giving everybody what they gave me, giving all the same attitude, not caring, the same way everybody else did. What happened? Everybody got praised. The girl told me to fuck off and got the night off. Right? So there's no win. This is the answer to the question. There's no win. You're just stuck in hell forever, making $14 an hour. There is no answer, right? Because in a week's time, you're gonna say, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. The answer is, it's just you inside. You gotta fucking come up with it. Because I can tell you, being depressed for fucking a whole year and a half, there ain't nobody that's gonna help you. There's the one inside you, that's the one that's gonna do it. You know, we're all here to help, but you're the one that needs to hear the words coming out of your mouth. Every time you say somebody you need a hug, who really needs a hug? The one that asks for it. And dude, I don't want to write people up. This isn't fucking middle school. I don't want to treat you guys like.
Sometimes there's someone.
So there's partly that, but then also, y'all want more hours. Every week you tell me more hours, and then you want who's first cut, but y'all want money. Like I want this to be the last goddamn time I have this conversation with you. I really do.
I think this. So.
Spent 23 minutes on this topic.
This makes no sense.
And when I'm working here, why do you think I work the way that I work? Who needs to go on break? You go first. When you're back, you go. When you're back, you go. This is about managing yourself, right? And I know that you're not necessarily high on the totem pole, but being vocal, right? You're also, again, I'm not trying to call you out. It's first job, second job, whatever, but you're trying to see that your voice matters. There are times where you're on the bottom, you gotta shut up. I'm not saying that right now. But right now, your voice matters.